Well, so this begins a promised run. The second one, which I had hoped to do last, because this is going to be a run that's going to take a very long time. We are here to create ourselves a new game. Normal mode, because this is supposed to be a joke run. We're going to have 4 such lovely prisoners. All named after all of you people, of course. But do you think any of us would actually have, like, trained fighters, trained mages? No. None of you guys know how to do that. Why would any of you know how to fight? Not in this game. No, 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 no. We only have a bunch of farmers. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. None of you guys are battle-hardened warriors. You are all farmers, except one of you. One of you guys actually knows a little bit about what you're doing. He was the black sheep of the family, the alchemist, so to speak. And he'll be carrying us through this day. Now, our alchemist kind of is a part of tradition. Would normally be a minotaur, but minotaur archers are actually terrible here. No, you're actually going to be a little bit of a mutated ratling. I have a decent, like, picture for you. Yes, let's make you adorable. Ooh, portrait types. Hold on. Oh, okay. Standard and custom portraits, that's all it is. Audio only mode. I'm so sorry. I try my best to fix it, but nothing really ever seems to work out whenever I do it. But yes, we've got 3 farmers and an alchemist. A joke run that I had suggested a long time ago during my previous Grimrock 2 series. And now I'm going to actually follow through on that idea. We can do a minotaur farmer, because we're going to need... Well, let's do a pair of minotaur farmers. Because I'm probably going to need all the assistance I physically can get. And then we have, like, someone who'd be a decent wizard. Yes, we can do an insectoid wizard. No lizard wizard, because it's not that effective here. And let's make you a rhinoceros beetle, because why not? Who are we going to name what today? Well, I've got 2 names that must go out. The first Minotaur will be a little bit of a change of pace. Zarok, who used to be our old murderous wizard and friend, will be brought forth. And I haven't seen Abco in forever, except whenever I do Conquest of Elysium videos, which I do need to continue that once I go back home for spring break in like 2 weeks' time. So we'll name it Zarok Abacoius as our fighter farmer. All his attribute points will be dumped into strength and... I think we need a little bit of dexterity or else he's going to miss. Fire resistance damage you deal with most melee weapons and throwing weapons. What does willpower do? Oh yeah, energy and energy regeneration. We can drop this by 1 and make it so your willpower's even. I do. Welcome that one-off-topic person as our secondary frontline fighter. Fine. 1 off Minotaur. You'll also be a Minotaur warrior for the front, maxed out strength. We'll dump everything into dexterity for you and still keep your willpower. Bright Alchemist has indeed arrived for a glorious Grimrock run. Sir Wizard, you used to be Abco of before, but there's no lizards here, so we can't have the lizard wizard awful pun that usually is associated with. However, since we're all farmers, we need as much min-maxing as physically possible. So I'm going to ensure that our wizard friend doesn't suddenly drop dead, but has enough defenses to carry through on surviving. Shh. We're being watched. And Zarok, welcome to the start of the Farmer and Alchemist run-through. Now, our Ratling is supposed to be an alchemist, and I have 2 attribute points to dole out. I do want to toss out some alchemy. At the same time, I also want guns. Yeah, we'll work on your ability to use guns. I don't think we can get any guns early enough, but as far as rat people go, let's just run through this, because why not? Alright, you're oof on the Discord. Yes, Zarok. Remember, for the joke build, it was 3 farmers and an alchemist because we didn't have a chance to use an alchemist properly in the previous game. At least as far as a starting class goes. So we have Zarok Abacoius. For the 2 people who are on Patreon and thus get automatic naming privileges, I feel as if you want to no longer be at the back line where you're absolutely positively safe just brewing your potions and doing stuff, but instead, no, you will be at the front line. Alongside Abco, who has always been at the front line. That one-off topic Minotaur, or one-off of Minotaur, will also join us. Right, Dark Alchemist. We had you before as the actual alchemist. That's my mistake. Zarok was actually in the front as an insectoid punching bag. Thing is, you're meant to be the tank here, so you're not supposed to die horrifically each and every single time, / you get the best gear from the get-go. So I'm really concerned if you end up dying. Dark Alchemist, Bright. You know what? In honor of you and your brother, you are the Twilight Alchemist, our wizard farmer. And then, who is a new one that I should toss up? Night Dad the Alchemist, in honor of the sheer number of bannings and chat silencings that Nightbot keeps doing, without me having expressed prior permission and approval. As always, if you're a Minotaur, I'm going to give you Headhunter, because Headhunter's amazing on a Minotaur. Don't need resist fire. I want something that boosts the amount of stuff I could possibly give. Like the maximum amount of bonuses you gain for merely existing. You know what? The bonuses are good, I can say that. A lot of these could be good. No, because if I get healthy... No, because if I go with muscular, the additional martial training will be overridden eventually by the amount of stuff you'll gain at the very end. So you're going to gain additional strength. The one-off Minotaur, you will not get Headhunter because it only makes sense to have Headhunter on one character. So you will get Rage, because you're probably going to spend a lot of time at low health. And you'll be punching the ever-living heck out of people. Speaking of punching the other... Alright, because I gave you a lot of dexterity. So you'll get rage, and then also give you something that also gives you additional +2 to strength. Yeah, you know what, why not? We'll have 2 strong men carry everything in the front. Twilight Alchemist, you're our wizard. Quick is amazing, because there's no way to get quick otherwise. However, to follow it up, we're going to give you Strong Mind, because you need to be able to use your spells efficiently. Our Alchemist... One of your attribute scores chosen randomly increases by 1 whenever you gain a new level. Mutation is amazing, as far as rat people are concerned. What's the other rat person one? There is no other one, but there is no reason not to take anything else. So you can take the additional bonus. You're actually going to take Endurance. The reason I'm giving Night Dad Endurance is I want him to eat food the least out of all characters. Which, actually, speaking of that, carrying capacity is increased. Increases health by 20%. I might want to consider getting concentration instead on Night Dad. And the only reason I would get concentration on Night Dad is I need him to avoid... I need him to avoid using his energy as much as possible, or being more efficient with his energy overall for when he does a bunch of energy-based attacks. Plus firearms, we don't gain any right away. I can't boost alchemy to start with, so perhaps missile weapons? Because firearms, the damage doesn't increase right away, so just giving him missile weapons isn't that bad. Wouldn't accuracy be better? Possibly, but I want it so whenever you do deal a hit, that it is almost a one-shot instantly. And Zarok, when I say this, you're going to be hitting very, very hard compared to the Minotaur. And you have the most vitality out of the entire group. Anyway, I think we've created our entire group here, ready to head through and brave the island of Grimrock 2. Let's go, shall we? Oh, I didn't actually spend his attribute points. Whoops. Max out dexterity. Toss up 2 points into strength. Actually, no. We want dex and willpower? To resist shock, and we have resist cold, as well as energy regeneration rate and the amount of energy Night Dad will have. For Night Dad, we'll be doing the vast majority of our attacks. Alright. Twilight Alchemist, Zalrock, One-Off Minotaur, and Night Dad. Let's go.